What's up YouTube? This is Joy Neville back with another video. In today's video, you're doing a cook with me. I'm meal prepping. I'm going to do some unstuffed cabbage rolls. If you've ever had a cabbage roll, it's like a little meatloaf or meatball rolled up in cabbage and in a yummy tomato-based sauce. Well, it's always stuffed with like meat and rice and stuff like that. It's very comforting for fall. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make it lower calorie and lower carb. So if you're interested in that and you like to eat, but you like bigger portions and you want something warm for fall that comforts you, stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to make it. If you're new to my channel, thank you for watching. My name's Joy. I've lost close to 150 pounds on my journey. It's been 4 years that I've maintained my weight, and I'm trying to finish my journey, but your girl has struggles just like the rest of us. So that's what we're doing, and that's what we're on, and that's why I'm meal prepping, because it helps me. I don't always meal prep, but when I do, it does help me when I'm hungry to just go to the fridge, microwave it, or go to the freezer, take out a portion, and cook it real quick, heat it up. It's much easier than going, I'm hungry, what am I going to eat? You know what I mean? Anyways, so with that being said, I'm going to start chopping everything up, and I'll bring you guys right back. Hey guys, so the first thing you're going to need, and you can do the rolls or you can do the unstuffed, which is everything kind of just chopped up in the bowl, which is how I like it, because the rolls, personally, when you cut into it, you're getting way more meat and not that much cabbage or sauce, and I like it all kind of mixed in. So I have a big head of cabbage here. I'm going to chop up because this is for a whole week, and remember, you can have a big portion of this because it's cabbage, and I'm using ground chicken. It's in the sink thawing right now. I do Iserno's ground chicken. It's very flavorful to me, and I love it. And then I have a bag of pepper and onion stir fry. It's already chopped up, so I'm just going to dump this in when I'm cooking my meat. Then add my seasonings, then add my cabbage. You'll see. But it's going to be very simple. It's not hard. This is the main thing, cutting your cabbage. And if you don't want to do the bell pepper and onion, you can chop some bell pepper and onion, or just chop an onion. And then I'll probably mince up some garlic. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a sec. Oh, and outfit of the day is a Walmart pajama. You guys guessed it. I have a two-piece Walmart jammy on. It's very stretchy, very comfortable, true to size. I got a size medium, very, very roomy. Yeah, you can't beat them, I promise you. Walmart, sponsor me. Where are you at? Anyways, I'll bring you back when I chop this up. So I cut my cabbage around the core. I just cut off all the sides and the bottom, and that's what I'm using. And then I'm just going to cut down. I like mine in smaller bite-sized pieces, and then I'm just going to go across. And I'm going to do that to all of it, and I'll bring you back. Okay guys, my chicken is almost done. If you're wondering why I'm using ground chicken instead of ground beef, because that's traditional is ground beef, it's because chicken is a little bit healthier on your body, and this is lower calorie, but ground chicken has a ton of flavor in it, so I actually enjoy it. Once I started eating it, I actually prefer it over ground beef. But you could use either. You can use lean ground beef if you want. You can use pork. It's up to you. You can use some kind of soy or vegetarian meat product, anything you want. So next I'm going to add the onions and bell peppers. I'm using the frozen one because, you know, I like things easy. You don't have to add bell peppers. I like them. I feel like it bulks up my food and gives it flavor. So I'm going to let these cook for about a minute along with the garlic. All the minced garlic. That was 4 cloves of minced garlic. I'm going to let this cook for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'll bring you back. I forgot to mention, right now is if you're going to add rice or cauliflower rice, you want to do it now. I'm adding cauliflower rice because obviously it's better for you, you know, lower carb, all that good stuff. So this is frozen. I just buy them at Costco, Dollar Tree, Safeway, anywhere you go has cauliflower rice or rice cauliflower. Because it's frozen and because it's a vegetable, it's going to give off water. So you put it in now while this stuff is cooking. That way it can dry out and let the water evaporate a little bit. I'm going to use 2 1-pound bags. This one I kind of ripped open on accident, pounding it, trying to unfreeze it. But I stock up on these, and then when I want to make a recipe, I just have it on hand. Anything that calls for rice, I use cauliflower rice now. I haven't ate rice in years, except maybe on like a sushi roll or something like that. So I just enjoy this. It works. And if it works and it's lower calorie, then it's my type of meal. Okay, I've got to say this. While this is cooking, if you do not like cabbage or stuffed cabbage rolls of any sort, you can take this recipe and stop here. Add some ginger, some soy sauce, maybe some chili flake if you want to heat it up a little bit, some sesame oil. Mix it up, add a couple scrambled eggs, and you have chicken fried rice right now. So I just showed you 2 different meals. So if you want to stop here and add sesame oil, ginger, soy sauce, and maybe a little bit of heat, whatever your heat choice is, you have stir-fried rice, guys. And again, you can add a couple egg whites or scrambled eggs in here for, you know, a little bit bulkier stir-fried chicken rice or chicken stir-fried rice. Look at all this. There's a lot of water in here. It's hard to see, but that cauliflower is giving off a lot of water. So we're going to let this cook until that water is evaporated. And to this, I'm going to add seasonings right now. So I'm going to add my favorites. You add whatever you want. Chives, onion powder, and I just get the 99-cent seasonings at most of the stores on the bottom shelf. They work fine for me. A little Italian seasoning, because herbs are nice in here. A little more garlic, because I love garlic. And then I am supposed to add smoked paprika. I was looking, I can't find it, but that should be in here. I just don't have it. I'll bring it back when this is almost empty of all the water. Okay guys, our liquid is almost evaporated. We are going to add liquid to this, so I know it sounds silly to evaporate the cauliflower liquid, but trust me, and it makes the texture of the cauliflower very ricey instead of mushy. And this is almost there. I added a little more salt and pepper because remember I'm seasoning in layers, and then I'm adding a pinch of red chili flake because I like heat. If you don't like heat, don't add it. But I like a little heat. So I'm going to add that. Now there's 2 ways you can go about this next step. You need a liquid of some sort. So you can add beef broth, tomato sauce, and diced tomatoes, or you can add tomato juice, diced tomatoes, and tomato sauce. As long as you have either the tomato juice or the beef broth, you're good to go. And you don't have to have beef broth. You can have vegetable broth, chicken broth, whatever you have on hand. I just had some Better Than Bouillon beef bouillon. So I mixed that with a cup of water in this cup. And then I added a couple dashes of Worcestershire just to give it a little more beefy flavor. Even though I'm using chicken. I know it sounds weird, but it works. So I have a cup of liquid I'm going to add in. Even though we just cooked that liquid out, I know it sounds weird, but trust me. You didn't want the cauliflower liquid because you wanted that rice to get ricey texture. I'm going to add, I chose fire roasted tomatoes by Hunt's. They're a little sweeter, but you choose whatever diced tomato you want, or crushed tomato, or stewed tomato. It's up to you. And then I'm going to do tomato juice because I think it has way more flavor, even though it is higher in sodium. So if you're going low sodium, just use tomato sauce, beef broth, and diced tomatoes. But this, to me, makes all the difference. I'm going to start with about 2 cups. And I'm going to add my cabbage in. Cabbage gives off water too. That's why I'm only starting with 2 cups. As the cabbage cooks down, you'll be able to know if you want it saucier or not. This is your meal, so make it how thick you want it. Some people like it more soupy, some people like it more thick. I like it kind of in between. So I'll add a little bit more. But cabbage is going to give off a lot of liquid at first. So So yeah, roughly 2 to 3 cups of tomato juice is what I'm starting with. Do not be intimidated by the huge amount of cabbage, okay? It will shrink, so just start adding it in a little at a time. Let it cook for a minute, then you'll be able to add more in. Unless you have like a huge, I call them Korean pots, because my neighbor, Ajima, she has really beautiful big pots that she could fit all this in. I do not, so I'm just going to give this a stir and then let it cook a second, and I'm going to add some more, and it will cook down, and I will be able to fit all this in, I promise you. So I'll bring you back. And I found my paprika, guys. It's not the smoked one, but it will work. Lots of paprika is supposed to go in here. So I'm giving that a heavy sprinkle. It's supposed to be Hungarian paprika or smoked paprika. I just have the 99-cent paprika apparently, but I found it and I'm using it. I'll bring you back. Okay guys, it's been 10 minutes. This is where I like it. So it's still got sauce, but look how thick it is. Cabbage, rice, ground chicken, veggies. Like, it looks so good. It's not soupy. It's nice and filling and warm, comforting. It smells delicious. I'm going to let my cabbage cook probably about 2 or 3 more minutes. It's still a little bit, yeah, about 2 or 3 more minutes, but 10 to 20 minutes max to cook this. So, I'm going to give this a taste for seasoning and see what I want to adjust as far as spice and salt and stuff like that. I would recommend you do the same. Taste your food. When you are on a health journey and you're already eating low carb or low calorie or whatever your heck you're doing, you don't want bland food. You want it to taste good, satisfy your craving. So taste your food and season it. Don't eat bland food. I'll bring you back when it's done. Okay guys, I just tasted it and mine needs a little more heat. It does not need anything else. It tastes really good. That tomato juice gives it a really bomb flavor that I cannot explain. If you can eat sodium, I recommend using the tomato juice over tomato sauce. But if you can't, just season your tomato sauce up when you do it. I'm going to add a little bit more chili pepper to it because I like a little spice. Alright, and I'll bring you back when it's totally done. Here's the final product, guys. See, it's not soupy, it's nice and thick. If you want it more soupy, you can add more broth, more water, more tomato juice, whatever. But this is how I like mine. It's just a little saucy, nice and thick. Looks good. We're gonna give it a try. Alright guys, here it is. It's hot. I tried to plate it and let it cool a little bit so I don't burn my mouth off. It smells bomb. I gave my husband a little bit. My son took a little bowl of it. And it made a huge portion. It's probably got like 10 servings in it. I added it for 10 servings to break up the calories. So I'm probably going to freeze half and then keep half in the fridge. Oh, and it's 185 calories per serving, which is 3 cups full of it. This is a huge bowl. The cabbage is very tender. The meat gives it that like heartiness you want. The sauce is so good. That was a good choice using tomato soup. I highly recommend trying it with tomato soup. Or not tomato soup, tomato juice. This is really good. Okay. God, that's so good. That's what I was looking for. It's cold out and I was looking for something to comfort me, and I found it. 185 calories for this bowl. This is 3 cups full of food. Look at it, huge. That's my point. Something I was craving was rolled cabbage rolls with the beef, the rice, and all that. I just modified things and made it lower calorie, and it's still good. In fact, I think I might like this better. So give it a try. If you like this recipe, let me know in the comments. If you have a recipe that you want to share with me, share it. I'm glad to take new recipes, and I'll try them too. I'll try them on camera. So if you like this, let me know. As you guys know, I've been trying to mix it up a little bit and take your guys' advice and opinions, because I'm doing this to show you guys my lifestyle. But I also like to add in some stuff in my personal life, like my fashion. I've been showing what I wear weekly, outfits I wear every single day of the week, Walmart hauls, grocery hauls, meal preps, what I eat in a day. I kind of like to mix it up a little bit so you guys get a little bit of my life, and you get also a little bit of what I'm doing to lose weight and stay on track. So I hope you like my little mix up of what I've been doing. And until next time, guys, stay beautiful, stay strong. You got this. Bye, guys.